Good morning and welcome to this wonderful Tuesday morning with Deep Thoughts with Danielle. And today I woke up and I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're doing here. So here on Deep Thoughts with Danielle, the event is we recognize something in our lives that's holding us back. We find something that's going to happen to us or is happening to us, or we just don't want to let it happen to us. We recognize it and then we take actions to make change. Because growth happens after recognition. So why do you see so many people who go through something have change that happens afterwards? Well, that's because they were no longer okay living in the life that they were living previously. So the recognition is that spot where we realize we are doing something that we no longer want to do. For me this morning, I've been with the VA. I'm a retired Navy officer. I did 14 years in the military before I was medically retired, unfortunately, in 2018. And I made it up to lieutenant, and before that I was an E5. And I tell you that because when I got out of the military, everybody said the VA, right? The VA Medical Center wasn't going to be the best place to go. Well, I had done 5 deployments, I had 9 different specialists at the time, and I wanted everything in one place, so I said, I'll take my chances, right? And for the better part of 2.5, almost 3 years, they were the absolute best to me. They were wonderful people. They helped me through my surgeries. They got me mostly back up and healthy. And then 2025 hit when I started going through my transition, and I no longer ceased to be a human to them. And that's the event that I had this morning. But I have yet to change back to a primary care doctor using TRICARE or a different insurance, because I like the doctors, I like some of the facilities, I like the convenience, and we just tolerate a little bit more because of that convenience. But it's getting to a point where I am not certain that I'm able to continue. Until this morning, I'd give them a call, and then the operator, she was in a fantastic mood. And she's like, hi, good morning. And she gave me this big spiel, and then I was like, wow, you're in a really good mood. And I'm looking for radiology. So I'm calling it radiology because I have a retracted Achilles, or so they think. They think it's retracted, but I tore the Achilles in October. We had our first MRI in February, and now we still haven't scheduled the next MRI to determine whether or not I can go back and to my normal activity and get rid of some of this extra layer that I am wearing right now. So I call up to radiology expecting kind of like a fight or something, and I call up there to make my appointment. First, I called the number that my nurse gave me, which was the wrong, or I dialed it wrong. So then I called the operator, and then I went in. And so my event this morning was, I'm going to walk in here and I'm going to have a positive attitude. I'm going to have a good attitude. I didn't want to. I thought, yeah, like, no. So, but I had a good attitude about it. And turns out that the operator had a good attitude too. And I got scheduled for Monday afternoon. So now I'm scheduled for that second appointment Monday afternoon. Pray that all things are going to go okay, and that we're not going to have surgery or anything like that, and we can get back to running so that we can process our thoughts in other places than a car. No, I'm just kidding. But all right, so I want to talk a little bit about that event. The event was where was I? The event was the phone call. I didn't want to make it. I didn't think I should have to. And I could have had a piss poor attitude, but I didn't, and I want to talk about that on the next episode.